Hey, sweet crafty friends, let's make something fun using these little Hot Wheels racetracks that came from Dollar Tree, a little wooden shadow box that came from Target. Now I pulled the plastic off, and a vintage finial. Now you can use a Hobby Lobby finial as well to get the same look. But I went ahead and painted that box with 2 coats of folk art paint and the color of vintage white. Now that's chalk paint, that's not acrylic paint. And I'm using that same paint on these racetracks. I did, as you can see, I did screw a hole right in the middle of both of them. With my paint, I did mix a little bit of Mod Podge in, guys, not a lot. Just a little bit to help it stick to that plastic pretty well. If you put too much in, you're going to end up with a crackle look. So you just want it to be a small amount. And then I'm going to go ahead and use that same white paint and paint the finial. The racetrack, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you guys that one took about 3 coats to make sure I got a good coverage to cover up that orange. Now here are some options that you can get from Hobby Lobby in the wood pile section that you can use if you don't have a cute little vintage one, finial to use. Now I'm applying some clear wax to that board that you saw slid out of that box, and we're going to apply a stencil on there. I just thought it would look so cute to have something right on the inside of my lantern on the bottom part. Now, of course, you can leave yours plain white if you don't want to use a stencil. If you don't have a stencil, you can use scrapbook paper, or you can use a nice napkin. Hobby Lobby has some wonderful napkin choices. You can find a nice, cute buffalo check napkin that would look amazing on this as well. Now once that was dry, I'm going to use my little sanding tool and just kind of sand it up, rub the edges up a little bit. I had a little bit of bleeding where I didn't get enough wax on there, so I just wanted to make it look old and worn a little bit and kind of go with the look that I'm going for my little lantern here. Look at how awesome that looks inside there. Now, just a little wooden frame would work just as well. I'm sure you could find some over at the Dollar Tree or Dollar General 99-cent store. If you're near a 99-cent store, that will work as well. Now, I just took that Hot Wheel track. You can see I bent it over, and I'm applying a little bit of wood glue and some hot glue to stick this in the corner, and I'll do that on both sides. And then we're going to take the other one and we're going to put it right over the top. Now you can see where I glued that hole, where I drilled a hole right there on the top. I drilled it right through both so that I can put my finale right there on the top. It did have a screw in it, so I'm using a little wooden bead that has a hole in it. Applied some glue and just kind of screwed it on there to make it have like a finished edge to hold that secure. Now I'm using some black ink, just kind of going over the edges of the whole entire thing. And as you can see, I'm using my finger to kind of smear it. I don't want it to be that really stark black, dark ink. So I'm just kind of smudging it a little bit. I'm just going all the way around and just making it look like it's old and worn. And look at how awesome that looks. Now I have this really cute little buffalo check poinsettia with some rusty bells in the middle of it. I found that at Hobby Lobby. I thought it was super cute. Now I put a little riser inside there to hold my candle up because it was a little bit short, but I got this candle at the Dollar Tree, just wrapping some red velvet ribbon around it. We will attach a little more rusty bells that I just attached to a little piece of twine. Add a little bit of greenery in there, and then I did cover my greenery, the little stem of my greenery up. I made a little loop bow out of some twine, and you'll see here just a second, just to kind of cover that little piece up right there. We'll attach that there. I was just kind of going for a simple look. You guys, this little lantern is so cute. It can be used at any time of the year. That is why I didn't glue my poinsettia flower on there. I just wanted it to be removable and used at any time. Now I'm just using a little brown paper tag with some drop cloth that I just stamped the word joy on, put some twine on, and we're just going to hang that from the top. And I did a tie, just a sweet little piece of fabric ribbon at the top there. And look at how darling that turned out, you guys. Absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you do, give it a little sprinkle for me, friends. Love ya.